to get right to it, because I believe we're on the cusp of beating this. How about the Warriors though? How about the Warriors though? Cause oh, cutscene. Shh.
This must be the temple.
There's no way! If I put a bullet through it, it wouldn't budge. What are we gonna do?
How ironic to have made it this far and not have access to the temple.
Koudelka, Edward, you both must go now. It is my friend that is apparently responsible for this disturbance, and therefore I am partially responsible for this trouble. I have no intention of asking for your sympathy, and I'm in no position to plead for your help. So from this point forward, I can manage on my own.
Don't kid yourself. We didn't come along just for your sake.
No, Koudelka, you should go back now. It'll be far too dangerous.
Edward, you're the one who should go home. You were not meant for this world. Granted, you are a good fighter, having had plenty of experience, and I won't deny the fact that you have the killer instinct either. But when all is said and done, you are an average Joe. I am not. I was meant to exist in this realm. It's the only place I can carve out an existence for myself.
Quit lecturing me! I want no part of a lukewarm existence filled with regret. No. My way is to not worry about consequences, and to do whatever it is I want to do. Chance means nothing to me. Life's a gamble, and once you place your bet, you'd better play to win, or else you end up dead.
Edward, you really are ridiculous.
That's what they tell me.
Do as you like.
That I will.
Oh, suddenly when you feel like it, you decide when you can and cannot open doors?
Wait, there's a way. Remember when we were searching Patrick's mansion? There was
That was a
various
good one.
chemicals around. It may take some time, but I think I can combine the chemicals to make nitroglycerin.
Nitroglycerin?
That's great! We're talking powerful explosives here.
For this door, I think we'll need a full flask. Indeed, if I drop the flask before I return, I'll be knocking on heaven's door in a flash.
Boo.
I go, and it is done. The bell invites me.
Hear it not, Duncan, for it is a knell that summons thee to heaven or hell.
Whoop whoop. Hey, I didn't know you could do this. Wait, what? Maybe if you lit the candle. Yes. The room brightens as you light the candle. Lighting the candle used up your last match. You throw it away. There's now an empty tinderbox. Pick up the hell yeah. What the heck is that? Life drinker. That's a weapon. Candle is lit. I swear I masked on everything when I came here last time. Backtrack all the way to Patrick's house. James has decided to remain in the laboratory in order to... Oh yeah, because he was trying to make a... Okay, I guess. We'll give him that.
I'm going to begin my work. Can you two wait for me here?
And then, what happened to the girl Melanie?
She was gone the next morning. She left with practically everything in the room.
You don't have much luck with women, do you?
Well, you know what they say. The cleanest breakup is when a woman runs out on you.
What a loser statement. Oh, but you're lucky. I mean, to have so many people to kid around with. For me, I'm all alone. I've been all alone all my life.
What about your childhood?
Yes, I did have a childhood. I was born in a small town in Wales, right off the banks of the Taliesin River. It was a small gypsy town.
Gypsy?
That's right, gypsy. And we didn't call ourselves gypsy. We called ourselves Rom. See, a true gypsy is born under the blue sky and is destined to die under the same blue sky. It's gypsy law.
So then I guess you plan on dying underneath the blue skies.
Every gypsy is given a name at birth. My given name was Slato.
Slato? Mm-hmm. It's got a strange resonance to that name. What does it mean?
I can't tell you.
That too must be part of the law?
The law it is.
You know, ever since I met you, enigmatic, mysterious glint in your eyes. And it must be the gypsy in you. A glance from thy soul-searching eye can raise with hope, depress with fear.
Byron again?
Yeah.
You must really like him, don't you?
Yes. So I feel as though we're birds of a feather.
Then he must be self-obsessed as well.
I'd rather be classified as a romantic. My father was a strict man and couldn't forgive his son for failing academically. He blamed my failure on the time I wasted inventing adventures, dreaming of a utopian landscape. I was brought up to believe that dreams, the power of the imagination, as well as all the things I loved as a child, were useless, a complete waste of time. It was as if he was telling me I was useless. And then again, it may be just that. You know, I think I was probably born too late. By the time I was 15, everything there was to be done had already been done. The Western territories were colonized. The jungles had been explored. There was no wilderness for me to wander into. No jungles for me to cut my way through. I guess that's how I ended up roaming the country. And granted, I picked a few fights along the way, played with fire, gambled on my life a few times. But none of that comes close to the truth I'm searching for. I yearn for something far greater. I can't quite explain myself, but it's as though I'm on a quest for some intangible treasure of sorts. Koudelka, I envy you. You have psychic powers that few are blessed with. Being born a gypsy, you can choose to live how you wish.
And who gave you the right to act as if you figured me out? Do you have any idea how I was raised? You make me laugh. Adventures. Please, you haven't the slightest clue. Do you have any idea how much pain my psychic powers have brought me? My father died when I was only a child. I predicted the exact time, place, and ending of my father's life. Imagine that, predicting your own father's death. No, I was cursed as a child, being given powers not meant for a child. And my mother, oh, she was so frightened and so full of hatred for me. She tried to kill me with her very hands. The gypsy elders got together and decided to excommunicate me. I was only 9 then. Do you have any idea how a 9-year-old child survives without the help of a living soul? Treasures, you must be joking. Have you ever cried and begged for your next meal? Did you ever sell your body, seeking shelter from the frigid night air? I used to be just like Charlotte. When she cried and said, "No one has ever loved me." Oh, her words cut straight through me. It was me she was talking about. Just like her, I wish that everybody would die and harbored a hatred for all mankind. But you see, Charlotte has made her peace and gone to heaven. Me, I'm still alive and still all alone. No one has ever lent a helping hand. No one.
Koudelka, you?
I am not as free as you make me out to be. I am a poor, dirty, ignorant woman who threw her gypsy pride to the dogs in order to live. But you see, even someone like me can do good. Because with my powers, I can help ease the pain of others. That's when I feel good about living. I don't need to be loved. I just want my life to have some meaning. And just want someone to tell me they need me. You. No way will you ever understand.
If there were a neon sign, my dude.
It's done. It's completed. It's amazing.
Hmm. Search sanctuary? Cool. There are marks under the casket. It must have been dragged. Oh, that's a mummy right there. We'll talk to the mummy lads. Right now we're just looking for items. You see a pipe organ with runes carved into the keys. It looks like there are only 4 keys that can be pressed. The runes of these keys read people, secret, pain, and light. So let's try the other way. People, secret, light, pain. Cool. Okay, I have obviously missed the puzzle. Uh-huh. So, secret pain, people. Like, how did I find that out? This must be magic. The pipe organ sounds with the reverberating note. We're trying to fight Elaine's body that Patrick made. I don't know what order to go in. I'm just doing things. Tree has stopped. Looking beyond the stained glass, you see a sheer cliff rising from the ocean. Whoops. Okay, well, the mummy's the last thing. Oh, never mind. It opened up. It opened up, right? Yeah, there we go.
Patrick. Poor Patrick.
Hey, what are you doing? What's that? No, don't!
I'm not asking for your help. This is my problem. None of you need to die with me here.
She's gonna. Sure. We'll save it. Is this tree Elaine? If you throw Daniel's arm and call upon the power of fire, will you? Yes. Yes, I will.
Are you sure? Let's proceed. Saint Daniel Scodius, protect us from these evil spirits and grant us inner strength. Amen.
Is this it?
Thou, who were created and born out of dust, now go quietly and return to thy maker!
Elaine? You know, this seems like a trap. Seems like I probably should be saving. Well then. Yeah, we're not even gonna play with this, man. We're just gonna... Can they not... move? I doubt they can. Did I get him? No, no, I didn't. He should definitely not be holding this weapon. Wow. Wow, nice one. Okay, they use magic. Whoa! Had I known that you can move, I would have reserved this. That flare. Okay, so Koudelka's going to cast a water spell since he has enough for that. In the meantime, damn, this is good. It's gonna hit all three with water. Woo! Shouldn't have been grouping up. Did not have been grouping up. You're gonna heal Koudelka. That Listel. Shouldn't been talking shit. Okay, get up here so James can have to take all the brunt. I keep forgetting James is the tank, not Edward. This sword is pretty trash against this, at least. Cat's Eye. What the hell is a Cat's Eye? Vital Bee sword. No. Life Drinker. We'll save that for the final boss. Take that water sword. Not bad, not bad. That's somewhat damaging. Only somewhat. Jeez. So powerful she caused the frames to dip. Alright, alright. I was not expecting a surprise boss fight right there. Alright. I'm expecting another surprise boss fight. Damn, look at how smooth the frames are right here. Somewhat. I knew it. With a zombie? Okay, that one's still pretty weak to water, it seems. He's way too good. Okay. Maybe it's immune to magic altogether. All the way over here, though. And that clown without the Patrick can't touch me. Yeah, there we go. And then we're gonna take care of this poser. Get down, son. You're not ready for this. Alright, Edward needs to survive a hit. He's built for this. With our powers combined, that was nasty. We got ourselves a problem, because none of us can do physical attacks. And he just moved up a square, because James' punk ass couldn't take a turn. Woof. We're not made, Oli. None of these work. Maybe a heal? Please don't heal it. Okay, James, it's up to you. Wait, Koudelka, you can get in on this. Koudelka's going to help out in trying to blow this sucker back. Oh my god. James! Okay, that's better than nothing. Okay. James, you dare. James, you're going the wrong direction. Oh boy. Okay, well, Koudelka, she can't do shit but buff James. And her MP is about to be out. Okay. Maybe we could give James a better weapon. This is gonna take a long time, man. Agility, 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 agility. I haven't tried tornado. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I could have. You're screwed. You're screwed. You're screwed. I could have been done with this. I could have been done with this. You know that? Oh shit, did I target? No, I didn't target him. That was... I'm so used to her taking the immediate turn. Get out of here, son. Okay, James, it's your time to shine. Never mind. Never mind. Okay. Still never mind. This whole time, huh? This whole time. Let's go into some 2000s. Nah. He still gets XP. I forgot about that. Good job, Edward. Great job. Perfect job, my friend. That was perfecto. Alright. Okay, I came up that way. Might as well use him to heal Koudelka. Nice, he can heal her. Nice. Perfect synergy. Okay, well, this might be another fight. Normal fight. New enemies. Normal fight. New enemies. Let's see what they got. Yeah, plus he got mad luck. He's still alive. Why'd I get the feeling these dudes are gonna hit super hard? Yeah, you weren't that hard. Get up here and get some practice. Can't believe he's still kicking. Something's better than nothing. Let's earth this dude. Did I say earth and use wind? I did, didn't I? I'm mixing myself up. I knew he was going to hit like a tank. Hey, you know what? Water's pretty cheap around here. Can attack. Wait. Okay, and make him lean. Lean back. Lean back. Golly. They're getting kind of tough. Yeah. I don't like that I wasted so much. Oh yeah, I leveled up, so it don't matter. What did I come up here for? That's what I thought. Whoop, whoop. Kind of don't want to save, but I do have the main save, so I can go back if I really want it. Any goods? Okay, Lane. You can feel the pulse of the plant. Previously steady, it suddenly picks up pace until it feels as though the plant will explode. Whoa. Hey. No comment. God damn, he over here doing the Matrix. Here we go. I think. No, not yet. So Elaine's body is out. Let's put the life drinker. Hell yeah, let's put the life drinker on this motherfucker. Elaine caught up with you. New music. Elaine? This is pretty sick music, I gotta admit. Not bad, gotta admit. But can you withstand one-hit Koudelka? We've been saving these biscuits from the beginning of the game for this one moment. What are you gonna do about it? I can't reach her, so I'm gonna stand back. That hurts pretty much. That hurts. Okay, well, get up there, James. Wait. And you get up there. And just hold the fort. Put him in the wrong spot, damn it. Okay, we want that poison off, everybody. Could just use that spell. I threw away my anti-poison. Okay, so just hit her. See if you can hurt her. Alright, you good shit. Let's see. She came from a plant. You're gonna have to hold this one. I should have burned her. This music's pretty sick. Let's burn her. I wish I could remove the poison. Okay. Better damage, but it's probably just because it's a higher spell. Wait. Holy shit. You just gonna have to hold this. Okay, definitely not water. We're using fire. Okay, get up there, Edward. Get back, Edward. Get back. Oh my god, you're completely fucked. Seek and Still, hold on. Why don't I just cast Reflect? I'll do it the next round. I'll do it the next round. Next round. You're gonna have to show me something different. Okay. Heal yourself. You don't even need to heal yourself. Just recover. Alright. Everybody else, just stand by, stand ready. We'll cast Reflect on Edward, since it does the most to him. And try to find a weapon that can target this bitch. I would assume Life Drainer can target her, considering I would assume that, but ooh. I was not ooh and get the jiggling. I was not. Don't even try to put that on me. Tornado did pretty decent. It's cheaper. Nice stance change. Wow. Wow. You gonna have to change whatever you got, man. You're going to shotgun. And wait it out. And keep pumping that tornado on her. Okay, it's no point. No point. Maybe we can hit her between stances and then it might do damage. Just throwing out the possibilities here. Please hit Edward. Okay. I don't know what that yellow 30 mean, but I'm assuming it targeted her. Okay, keep tornadoing her ass. Being a whirlwind of destruction. With an appetite for destruction. We got one more cast left. Still got Reflect. Still got Reflect. And none of these spells are working. So let's everybody focus in on magic. Damn it. Everybody focus on magic. Said it did fire. Why did I not do fire? Nice. Get down, son. Don't tell me that was it. Don't tell me that was the final biscuit, baby. Because you have been it's not. Okay. Well, now I'm a little worried. Good thing I didn't waste anything. Heal. Edward. And he'll... That was an accident. Whatever. Heal yourself. You suck at healing yourself, man. Okay. So I'm guessing he's just going to keep catching up to us, and we're just going to have to keep running away. I'm glad I didn't use the water scroll. We got one listo left. Or, yeah, if I use it here. I'm going to have to use it here. Okay, maybe change formation. No, this is the formation I want. But I don't have to worry about, like, them, like, you know, protecting Koudelka anymore, so let's just get them both, all of them into attacking position. Let's still stay behind them. Weapons, weapons, weapons. We need life trinket versus trash. Shotgun. I'm on crossbow. Right on. She's probably just gonna keep catching up to me. Or each floor. Yeah. Whoops. Oh boy. I like that the towel changed. Select on Edward. Right, and now we will survive. But will we be able to hit her? Nice. Maybe we can only hit her in stance. Yeah, we poison her, for sure. Okay, we can hit her at melee. Maybe this is the melee round. Let's give her some options to choose from. And maybe we can't target her with spells this time. Bet you that's it. I bet you, I knew it. Okay, so let's buff our boy. Damn it. I buffed Koudelka's stupid reflect. Okay. Let's buff our other homie. Yeah. Give me that shit back. Cause yeah, that reflect poisoned her. Ouch. Ew. Just wait. I guess we could experiment. Does Pangaea work on poison? I don't think it does. It only works on like silence and shit. Well, a lot of good that did. We weren't even poisoned. Well, now he sees poison, but... Ooh, pardon me. Reload, reload, reload. Okay, still got reflect up. Don't want to use my listals like that. But I got like 9 elixirs. I'm gonna do it just in case. Just in case. Did that poison tick do 0 damage? How much you're made of? I wish he went faster. I wish he went so much faster. We don't need to do anything else. Let's just have her stand up so Edward doesn't fall back. Let's use his plan support. Playing support. He's getting so many turns. So many turns. I could probably run up and punch her and run back. But she might get one-shotted. And he's not going to do any damage anyway. Damn, that does a lot more damage up close. Probably. Okay, I see you. Everybody cast Reflect. Sitting good still. Hopefully she gives us XP so we can level and avoid having to spend our items. So now we're practically invincible. Might as well heal yourself though. Nope, I can't heal myself. Probably should have thought about that. I wish Edward could get 3, 5, 7 turns, 8, 9 turns like that in a row. That would be the dream. He doesn't have any strength, that's the problem. There's no point in getting a weapon. It's not gonna do anything. Take that shit. Yeah, you headbanging? Yeah, you like that. You like getting done in like that. Outsmarted. Koudelka, please slow down. Oh my goodness. Wait till you get back to your magic stage. You see how much Koudelka wants to feed you? You just wait. Shit out of luck. He head banging to that. Uh-oh. Guys, you might want to move out. You're good from right there. But take up ground. Right there. Don't want to block him off. Heal yourself. Oh my god, why can't your turns go to Edward? I think because they're stronger resistant to magic, that it's quicker for them to escape the effects of reflect. I think that's what's happening. She's gonna maintain position. And the priest is going to... God dang it. Just wait. Just wait. Just wait. Just wait. Oh my goodness. I'm about to put a pistol on her. You know what? His own trick. Okay, that was a dumb decision. That was a mistake on my part. Truly was. Just reload, man. You're the only one who should have it takes... No, it's the only way he can do damage. What can you do to do damage, Koudelka? Nothing? You can probably poison... No, you can't. Shoddy? No. Let's go back to the claws. You can't do anything. I'm not trying to heal her accidentally. Again. Good grief. Hey, dibs on the spot. Stay back there. Thank you. Okay, we didn't waste too much that time. We're not getting XP. That's troubling. It's a... starting to think this is a gauntlet. And we're running out of items. This is my last list though. Actually, I already used it. Oh boy. I already used it. This is for HP. Revives the unconscious and... Is this for sword just for the hell of it? It do. Cool. Alright. What is this for? It does do poison. Nice. High potion. Roman nuts. All HP and MP on a revive. That's cool. I got 5. I don't think I'm gonna need 5. Let's use one on Koudelka. After we heal. After we heal. She's gonna heal James. Then herself. Then James again. And now I've completely invalidated the use of the nuts. Not really. I just need the MP. That was all I needed. And better to use the nuts than the what you call it. What you call it, right? Nice. Wait, reload. There's gotta be a better weapon for James. That it takes so long to charge that thing up. But it is putting in work. And it's the strongest weapon that we have, so that's why. So close to leveling. Look at the agility difference. 98. 37, 28. Alright, let's go. Final stop. Down the road, baby. This is some Parasite Eve shit. Okay, can we hit her with magic? I know one thing that we might be able to do. Let's just test it real quick. He was weak to fire, but we're gonna do wind. We can hit her. She can be touched. And Koudelka, sit in the back. You look pretty as shit while you're gun toting. He's neutral to everything, it seems. So probably have used one of these turns. In fact, that's what I'm gonna do to reflect on Koudelka. Then James. Still alive. Okay, take this shit, man. We're equals in this fight. I need you as much as you need me, my brother. Our strongest magic isn't enough to one-shot our weakest magic defender. I forgot to buff myself first. Whatever. Let's try Megalith. Try my cheap ones first. He seems neutral to everything. Unless... Ooh. Woo! Take that shit. Okay, we're gonna have to reflect everybody. I see. But we're gonna heal James first. Edward, I mean. Whoever he is. So probably be casting something on him. Nice. Okay. Reflect went off on Koudelka that fast. I guess because it's a weak version. Let's cast a better version. I don't know why. I'm gonna just keep casting it on herself. I don't know why it deals the damage back on her, but when it's on Edward, it doesn't. Okay. You're gonna be supporter because he needs it more. Try Geyser. Nice. Please don't heal her. Please don't heal her. Okay. Everything's neutral. This means I can use my weakest shit. As soon as my reflect wears off. I got this thing right here called You're Fucked. Woo! Alright, that's cool. He can survive. He can survive anything. And I can heal him for anything. But it's not necessary just yet. Time to roll, baby, time to roll. We are feeding. I'm loving what I'm seeing. Oh my god. Try me. Try me. Ooh. She's leaning. I got her leaning. Leaning with her own attack. Oh, damn. It went up. Price. The government's trying to get over on me. But I ain't gonna let them. Oh? James! Okay, not quite, not quite. Edward? Oh, not yet, not yet, not yet. It's gonna hurt. Ooh. It's only right to end this with a flare. Eat this shit. Woo!
I have seen the most interesting happenings. It would be a waste to go back to sleep just yet.
Hey, Koudelka. I wonder what she was about to say.
Dead people don't speak. It's just in your memories.
Huh? Is that how you explain what we just saw?
I guess.
Memories. Somebody told me that after a loved one's death, all we have is memories. In these, we maintain an eternal bond with the dead.
G flipping G's. I was about to cuss. I have not cussed one time since the last couple of seconds. We beat Koudelka. Feels good, man. Feels good. This was a fun experience. And I get the feeling this game is very, very short if we just skip everything. So I guess it's time. I do reviews after I beat each game that I play. Started with Parasite Eve, and it's just been a continuing trend ever since. So here's how I do my reviews. I base it on 3 main categories: gameplay, replayability, and presentation. Then I add a 4th category, which is based on what I believe the game best presents. You know, it's a rating based on whatever the game calls for. So it could be anything. And those 4 ratings will add up in giving a total score. So let's start with gameplay. Gameplay, which is one of the strongest parts of my rankings. I base most things on gameplay experience. I think the gameplay experience holds up enough if you have patience. If you have a lot of willpower to endure loading screens and loading in battles, loading out of battles, backtracking and all that, then you can be someone who falls in love with this game. For me personally, I played this on ×2 speed or something like that, so loading wasn't that bad for me. But I can't really say how bad the loading is for people who will play it naturally. But I would definitely say that's a drawback, because I even felt it while having the speed boosted up as it was. It's definitely noticeable, it's definitely jarring, and it definitely takes you out of the experience. I don't think it's as bad where you might feel like you don't want to use certain things because you don't want to wait. I don't think it gets to that point. It's just a continuous trend that happens that you just, you know, it kind of gets on your shoulders a little bit. The fighting, the RPGing that it's doing, it's pretty basic, grid-based, turn-based. It kind of feels like one of those bootleg games that just throws everything in a kitchen sink at you and is like, hey, make something happen. You know, and that could turn out to be something brilliant, or it could turn out to be something completely broken. In this case, it's a mixture of both. Brilliant in the sense that it's probably the funnest aspect of the game. Broken because the game is pretty much a piece of cake. You know, once you find out what works, it works, and you never look back. And there's only one enemy in the game that makes you concerned and worry about that. Maybe the final boss, Gauntlet, kind of tries to pull the plug on you a little bit in that aspect. Tries to mix you up with melee, then magic, and then neutral everything. Which is also makes kind of the leveling up your skills kind of useless. Your magic skills, because the damage completely evens out in the scaling. So it's like using my magic level 3 flare was hardly any different. Probably was the same as using a level 1 spell. Other than it just costs more to do it. But with melee was very, very buff on the final boss because it didn't scale at all. It's actually probably the quickest way to go about it. Is this going to be a stinger after this? I'm going to pause it. Shush myself for the stinger. Nope. The end. The end. So yeah, it's very unbalanced, but there can be fun to be had in that. Not everything needs to be balanced to be playable. So I enjoyed it. You know, that was the drawing point in that kept me going, because I wanted to be as broken as possible. I'm the person who typically wants to avoid that type of scenario. But here I am just trying to completely be overpowered. And it felt fun. That felt fun to me for some reason. I can't explain it. Yeah, the backtracking, the mansion exploring, the puzzles, all that. The game is very loose, I would say. Very expectation of PlayStation 1 JRPG, where it expects you to know what to do. You can get lost very easily. Very easily. And it doesn't seem clear what your tasks are. And then it's like, okay, well, what the hell do I do? All the items on the map, this is another thing. Items on the map are more or less invisible, but you're expected to be clicking on everything to try to pick stuff up. And those could be key items lying on the ground, lying somewhere in the pre-rendered backgrounds. Key items that you're going to need to progress. It's very bootleggish and unclear. The pre-rendered backgrounds are definitely the worst part of playing the game, but that's going into presentation. So if I were to give gameplay a score, with the backtracking and all that, the game being very loose-ended, very broken, but also very, fun to break. Loading screens. Overall, I give gameplay about a 7.2. I would give it a 72. Because as mentioned before, it's very basic. Very basic. Items break, weapon items break, and for a survival horror experience, it doesn't really do a good job at being survival horror. In fact, you wouldn't even notice that it's survival horror. It just feels like a regular RPG. But overall, I don't think it overstays its welcome. I don't think it's anything that's typically too bad outside of the loading and the backtracking, but it's not that bad. Gameplay, I would give it a 72 out of 100. Presentation. Presentation is just like the gloss. What's going to make you want to open that book and start reading it? What's the cover of the case that's going to make you look at it and say, hey, I think that's something special inside? And then actually going inside and seeing pretty little stuff that makes you keep turning the page. This game has a very imaginative lore, which I'm not entirely sure if it's completely fiction or not, but it's very thick. Very thick. There's a lot of items that I did not pick up and didn't read, but if playing Shadow Hearts, all of that stuff is kind of just given to you, you don't have to, it's not something that you can just look away from, so I just kind of like, okay, whatever. It's a lot of lore in this game, and this franchise hit my hand. Voice acting is very entertaining. Some of it is very convincing, very good, and other times it's laughably funny. I wouldn't say that there's ever a point where it's like atrocious. Definitely not atrocious, just the lines and some of the scenes of the characters is just hilarious, unintentionally. But voice acting really brings the game to life. It really makes me appreciate the characters more. Koudelka is a very cool protagonist. Edward turned out to be pretty cool as well. James started off being completely unlikable, but the characters definitely stand out from each other. They're amusing when they interact. It's one of the best parts of the game, seeing the characters interact with each other. They start off hating each other for the most part and slowly start admitting that they care without overtly saying that they care. The graphics, or the pre-rendered backgrounds, they're pretty suspect. So suspect, in fact, that I had to turn my game's brightness up through outside means. Like, the game doesn't have an option to turn the picture up because it's so dark that you can't really see anything. And it's already hard enough to find key items and stuff. So, and then there's other times where There are like doorways that don't look like doorways, and then there's stairs that don't look like stairs. It makes an already confusing and game that expects you to know what you should be doing. It just makes it that much more noticeable that it is a flaw of the game. You know, it's not smooth. It's not done smoothly. So, and the CGI cutscenes, some of them look good, but when they start going into motion, the moving models in motion for the human characters, they are extremely janky. Extraordinarily, baby. It sticks out like a sore thumb. I'm sorry. But when they're just standing still talking, it's pretty passable. From the lore, from the thought out, the backstory, the creativeness, the art, the everything, the voice acting. I would give it a 79. You know, because the pre-rendered backgrounds being so meshy really takes away from it. The characters, all of that is all the bright spots. You know, without the pre-rendered backgrounds and the jankiness that I mentioned before, I would give it about an 84. Replayability. Perhaps the most important ingredient is this game high on the replayability scale. Let's see, we got player choice statistics to be stacked, but that kind of loses its value because ultimately there's only two options: attack or magic. Attack or magic. Those are ultimately your only two options, because no matter which way you look at it, you're going to have to deal damage. And there are the weapon differences that do a better job of this. I'm not too sure about the pistols, but any weapon can be pretty useful depending on that. And from what I can tell, a lot of the weapons have a random tendency on the effects that they give you. I restarted the game once before I started playing through, and in my first playthrough, on a painting on the wall, I got a normal dirk, the little dagger knife. And then the playthrough that I recorded that you guys saw in part 1, I got a dark dirk or something like that. Alright, so the same wall, but a different effect on the weapon that I got. And that dramatically changed the way that I played the game because it made my weapon useless. It gave it a different effect. It didn't do damage. Instead, it just did poison. And it healed some enemies because of the element type. So there's randomness in that can affect the way that you have your character, and that's all great. How much of it is sustainable to make replaying the game multiple times, I can't say. Somebody with more experience could probably tell you that, and the more the merrier. Because that's the type of stuff that it needs, definitely. Because the stats alone is not enough, because you're obviously going to be picking the stats that works. There aren't enough to differentiate, so the weapons are going to be the deciding factor. The armors, the accessories, those are going to be the deciding factors in the allowing you to play the game with different experiences each and every time. And of course, random drops of enemies, encounters, all that plays an effect. Multi-endings to some scenarios can be had, although that's just like a player choice when you know where to go. There's multiple endings, so I hear. There's multiple solutions to some character arcs, or maybe antagonistic arcs. So there's that's worth playing a few times if you're interested in the lore and the presentation and all that. So with all that said, I think replayability has a strong case that is ultimately missed because of how simplistic the game is. But it also hits because of the game lands pleasantly on a soft pillow in a place that it could have crashed and collide. I think replayability is going to be another 7. I give it a 74. Another 74. I got 72 gameplay, 79 presentation, 74 replayability. That leaves us with the 4th ranking that we're going to need. Alright, so you guys should be seeing my ranking system on display. Gonna have to be survival. This game is in the survival horror genre. One thing that this game does not do that fits that tag have elements of survival. Now it tries by making you feel like you are in need to conserve with your weapon choices because your weapons have an invisible durability stat, an inventory limit that you don't really discover until like midway through the game in disc 2. Then you have things like ammo conservation, which you would think would be there because it's obviously there for a reason. Conservation doesn't really come into effect at all. You get maxed out on bullets very, very quickly. I even tried to unload and lose ammo at one point, and I just couldn't escape from the 99. Just kept staying maxed out. So ammo conservation is completely ignored in this game. The element of survival with your weapons breaking doesn't really come into effect because every other room that you enter, in the beginning at least, you're picking up weapons and you're gradually getting stronger and stronger and stronger weapons. And each time you fight an enemy, you're getting rewarded for fighting these enemies that are supposed to be that horror effect, but they also now play a role in rewarding you with goods. The element of conserving your equipment, your items, is completely thrown to the wayside because in order to gain stuff, you gotta engage. And you get rewarded much more than you get penalized. Not only that, but you have an HP pool and a magic pool. In a typical survival horror experience, you would expect that your HP remains the same until you recover it or until events specific to the plot requires that you have full HP. In this game, your HP, not only do you have healing spells at the whim that you can use at any point in any time, so you never really have to worry about your HP. You have healing items that you get in mountable amounts. There's multiple varieties. You have food items that also recover your HP. And there's so much of it that you're going to have to start dumping them off when the inventory limit comes into play. You're going to get so much that you're going to have to start getting rid of it. And not only that, but every time you come into a save point, your health gets recovered to full automatically. Your health and your mana. That's what this game is. It's the exact opposite of survival. Because you have every tool imaginable. You get, and not only that, but you level up pretty much after every single fight. Pretty much every single fight, and then later every 2 fights. And every time that you level up, you get fully recovered. So you have 5 different ways of fully recovering, and then you have revival items that fully recover you, and you know, there's just so much recovering going on in this game that you're never in danger. Boss fights are typically what's going to be the test. The bosses aren't really that hard. You know, they're not really that hard because you get so many levels. You're more or less going to be so overpowered compared to the boss. There's just not enough survival in this game. It's just not enough. That's a missing ingredient, I feel. And the way that the game tries to go about it is because it gives you so many fights that you're not really afraid of the enemies at this point because you're getting rewarded by them. Not only are you getting rewarded by them, but you're in them so often. It's just the thing that you do. That this is the game. You fight and you get rewarded for it. The game will try to increase the hit amount for some bosses that they do to you. You know, stronger hits. So it's not the long haul of survival. It's battle by battle by battle by battle by battle. Not the long haul where you're like, okay, this fight really took a lot out of me. Something that the game would have benefited from is if it had the long haul effect. Kind of like the gauntlet at the end of the game, where the boss, there is no leveling up in the boss, there is no save, there is no healing opportunities. It was just a gauntlet of me making choices. Do I use my item here? Do I use my item here? Do I recover here? Do I do this? The game could have used more scenarios like that where there were gauntlets that you have to go through multiple phases of something, or mixing the battles up where it's like there's a narrow path that you have to take, and it makes the battle completely different because now you have to switch up how you approach it. Like instead of having like 5 columns or whatever, there's only 2 columns. You know, or instead of having the enemy spawn on the opposite side of the map, the enemy spawns behind you or right next to you, or be in between you or something like that. You know, the game could have used something else. I'm sorry that was long-winded. So I think that the game could have been great, really, 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 really great. But I've heard stories that the game was rushed. The game was intended to be a typical, you know, RE style game. Then they just have to scrap it and then turn into like an RPG type of thing, and it was just kind of half-baked, all in all. Now I feel really bad because if I'm being honest, I would give it like a 40. You know, I'll give it about a 40 if I'm being, you know, honest, truthfully honest to that. Just because I like the game, I'm not going to give it a 40. I'm going to give it a 60, flat out 60. Gameplay at a 72, presentation at a 79, replayability at a 74, and survival aspect at a 60. All in all, at a whopping 71 ranking. 71.25. So it lands in the good. It lands all in the good. So props to Koudelka. It was a fun game. I really like the characters of Koudelka. Koudelka's a pretty sick protagonist. Edward's pretty cool. James, he's been a bitch from the beginning. In the end, he was a little less so. He was alright. He was alright. There were moments in the game that where I really felt engaged in, like the Charlotte saga. The conclusion to that, I really, that one's a moment that's really going to stick with me. That moment, the way that Koudelka reacted to having somebody who was like her in her mind, having so much hatred and bitterness towards herself and others and everybody around her, and for her predicament, that she's willing to place a curse on Koudelka, and Koudelka takes such offense and bewilderment to that one curse, even though she tried to literally kill her multiple times. Her saying, "I place a curse on you." That was something that struck Koudelka to the very core. You know, I forgot what she said, but that was the moment that really stuck out to me. That was the sickest moment of the story-wise to me, because you got to see Koudelka open her heart and like show the audience what she was really feeling. You know, she's not this cold, calculated character. Throughout the game, she's very humanized. You know, from the very beginning, she gets blindsided, and then she's talking trash one moment, and then, you know, she's surprised that Edward kills somebody. You know, the game does a good job at showing her as a cool female character, but also showing the fact that she's still a human being first and foremost, and that was really sick to me. So cool experience, very fun. Do enjoy it. You know, and it's a very fun game. On ×2 speed. We can't forget that part. Very fun game on ×2 speed. So that's gonna be wrap it up for me today. Now we move on to the main event. I'm going to be playing Resident Evil 3, the classic, for the first time, more or less, on the hard difficulty for the first time. I played it once with half an eye open and with all intentions of forgetting back in 2018. Can't really remember anything about it. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, Resident Evil 3. We'll be starting that in a couple of days, probably in a couple of days. Whenever this comes out, I might start it like the 26th, or whenever I feel like it, if I feel like it before or not. So that's something to look out for. I thank you all for joining me on this adventure and putting up with me talking so much shit. I know I talk a lot of shit, and I do apologize for it. It's all in, you know, it's all in the sake of keeping my street cred. I gotta keep my street cred, you know, up on a holster. Some people think I'm too nice, so I gotta show the bad side. You know, I can't just be over here crying at Charlotte every 2 seconds. What is that gonna make me look like? What am I gonna look like on YouTube Avenue? People see me crying. Hell no. I'm gonna talk shit. This little brat is over here talking about shanking me. Hell no. We coming back with some biscuits, baby. So I do apologize if maybe I was talking too much trash for some people, but trust me, I got the story. I felt it, you know, it was very fun, very entertaining. It's all good. So I appreciate it. I hope you appreciate it. Thank you guys for watching. May peace be with. Always keep your heads up. Deuces, those both adios. Stay cool. And if you like this content, be sure to show some love, but always be sure to show that love to the people who matter to you. This is ITOwl bidding you farewell, peace, much love, and stay cool. Deuces.